Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And I think you guys will enjoy this episode quite a lot, as there's a lot of cool stuff to cover. Gonna try and put timestamps down below, but it's basically going to be like this. First, some talk about the general crypto market, then the crypto prices, and then the crypto news. So first of all, guys, crypto market, it's down about 1% over the last day. You can see 1.14% down. Then again, the market looks to be quite positive. Bitcoin up about 1% over the day, Ethereum up about 0.5%, and XRP up about 1%. Over the last hour, these numbers have actually gone down, as most cryptos were going up about 1% over the last hour, but right now it's kind of come back down to 0.3, 0.8, 0.6 even, so the last couple of minutes have not been too juicy. It's kind of funny, because the S&P, I thought it was going to be, there we go. I wanted to say I thought it was going to be a strange day, and it actually is. So the S&P just opened about 10 minutes ago or so, and well, I kind of expected it to be red at the start, at least. It was green at the start, and that was based upon a couple of different factors. One of them being the fact that the Eurozone numbers just came out regarding inflation. This was yesterday, and this is most likely also what got the entire stock market, even over in the US, to not be that positive, as, well, crypto would have given you the wrong idea, the wrong picture. The Bitcoin price was acting very positively yesterday, but that could have to do with the fact that it's a 24/7 market, and the S&P obviously is not. But that was also what made this little open so exciting to me. And right now there's a lot of volatility already. You can see the volume on this open is very freaking significant. Actually, the close of yesterday was very significant. The open has already been rather significant or so, but we'll see how it goes over the next 45 minutes. Taking a closer look, that's actually a crazy amount of volatility over at the end of the day yesterday. That is wild. Now moving over into Bitcoin and the Bitcoin price, I think you guys most likely have already seen this, but it looks to be as if Bitcoin has bottomed, at least at the moment it looks as if it has. If you're talking about our first little target or so, the majority of us are targeting about $36,000 per Bitcoin if we're going to continue on with this bullish momentum. I know there's a couple of interesting short-term prices that people are watching or so, but I don't really care about those. In terms of bottom, the most prominent bottom that is showing on the heat map here was about 28,000, but we know from my previous videos or so that about 28,600 was by far the most prominent bottom, the one we're going to be watching out for. Then again, over on this little chart for Bitcoin, I think one very interesting thing can be shown, and is that regardless of what you think on the market conditions right now, we're actually at a really positive end. What I mean with that is, well, if you just kind of look back at the Bitcoin prices and look at the exact price which we're at right now, you can see throughout the entirety of 2021 and 2022, there have only been really slight hints of actually us getting below that price. And just from that perspective, the dip which we just saw, well, it's a pretty significant dip. Again, just look back. How often have we gotten below these prices? Only here for a couple of minutes at a time every single time. We really haven't explored a lot over on these lower ends. To give you guys some little bit of information additionally though, guys, what I'm also thinking is the XRP chart might be one of the easiest ones to kind of showcase this at. We had some convergence earlier. You can see we broke out with some confirmation, which allowed us to basically trade this and have a very nice day. There's two main scenarios. One, obviously, that we're just going to continue up from here because we've already retested the support once or so. But a second one is just quickly come back down, maybe to about 40 cents or so before breaking above and going crazy yet again. It's going to depend on the Bitcoin price. But the reason I'm being a little bit skeptical throughout all of this is because of this very little amount of volatility. Looking back at a little sort of heat map, it's a heat map regarding volume over on XRP, for example, you can see there's really not been a lot of price action throughout the entirety of 2022. Scratch that. The entire last year, there's not really been a lot of price action for XRP. And so, well, the price can move quite a lot in the sense that there's not that much liquidity this time around. And so let me say it like this. There's not a lot of volatility in terms of that there's not a lot of money being pumped in or pumped out or so. It's basically being quite stale. And if I'm being honest, I expect that if the XP price is going to pump, that we're going to be seeing about a 50% pump or so within a short amount of time. But it's going to depend on a couple of factors, like is the S&P, for example, going to finally start ramping up a little bit again? Is it finally going to start kind of turning back around and going bullish? Because even though on this chart things are looking to be up, right, on the S&P looking kind of nice, well, if you look over on a weekly, for example, or even a daily and just kind of zoom out for a little bit, things have been, well, quite drastically negative for a very long time until we saw this recovery just now over the last week. And this exact little recovery is also what we're basically seeing over on Bitcoin, that is finally starting to kind of get back up from here. Even though the last week, well, obviously that was not so positive for Bitcoin. We're hoping that this week for Bitcoin is going to be, because the last week for the S&P was, and it kind of copies it along. So yeah, long story short, honestly, I'm expecting the upside for XRP to come rather quickly. I'm expecting it to be rather severe as well. But for specific trades, I'm going to be talking about that more over in my Telegram, which I honestly recommend you guys all to go ahead and check out. And also let me know, is the music way too loud? I've been trying some stuff out, and a couple of you guys said try adding it once. If it's really cumbersome, really annoying or whatever, let me know, and I'll kind of never do it again. Let me just quickly try to tune it down a little bit, and you guys can just respond if this, for example, was better. Maybe you guys can't hear anything though, right? It's hard for me. I've tested so much, but it's kind of hard to do. All right, let's cover a little bit of this news that's going around though. So one of the things which I saw and I posted over on Twitter was this breaking news. The Apex Foundation just partnered with Ripple to build an XRP to AVEX bridge. To be honest with you, this is kind of a strange bridge to have. I'm not exactly sure who thought that this would be, one of the things you'd need, but it's very nice to have. The reason I'm saying that is because, well, transferring your assets, transferring things over between XRP and AVEX was not something which I've ever needed to do. But the fact they're allowing for this interoperability is always an amazing thing, and it's, I don't think, very easy to build a bridge of the sort. So the reason I say that these things are exciting is because you gotta realize, if you're an XRP holder, you probably already know. But what XRP is trying to do is kind of encompass everything, right? And make this transfer of wealth the easiest as humanly possible through working with exchanges to basically provide on-demand liquidity. If there's a bridge for every single other currency out there and whatnot, it's making these things just a whole lot easier for the ultimate transfer for everybody in anywhere, in any way, shape, or form that they might want to do it. If you guys get my drift, that's what I always think about. Then the Dogecoin founder, on current correction, he says, "I wish it was the end on crypto." Very interesting, very sad, very strange. The software developer cited products such as ICOs, DAOs, and more recently, NFTs, as proof that the crypto sector is not authentic. Sadly, I wish it was the end of crypto, but it's not. More holistically, in the system of griftonomics, hypercapitalism, rentier capitalism, increasingly, people are doing nothing but making money off of doing nothing. I wouldn't say that it's in a winter. I still see heaps of money being funneled in by crypto promoters. They're waiting for a fresh batch of fools to come in. This happens in cycles, Palmer said. He's a very negative Nancy. That's all I can say about the situation. I honestly don't think it's a complete fool's game, as there's many institutions buying in. And again, if we look at the numbers, we have seen countless times that the bigger people, the more money is being put in by whales than retail. Specifically at these points, right? Retail is losing money, the big whales are making money. You can't say then that's only a greater fool's game or whatnot, because are you calling those bigger institutions fools? It's kind of hard to say, right? those guys surely know how to make freaking heaps of money. So I'm always being a little bit skeptical with that type of stuff. Talking about it, you might say that they're trying to fool you, all right? But that's talking or coming from higher up. If we're talking greater fool's game, then we're talking about not crypto promoters in the retail sense. We're talking crypto promoters in the very big institutional sense. Soros Fund Management CEO is more bullish on Ethereum than Bitcoin, but the fact that they're saying they're bullish on this crypto stuff at all is already interesting, right? At least to me. There's actually a lot of reason as to why it might be more bullish on Ethereum than Bitcoin, as it's obviously more of the Web3 game that has a lot more potential to be integrated by Apple, for example, or any one of these different things. And Bitcoin is obviously just this little gold store of value, where Ethereum is a lot more usable in every single sense. But to be honest with you, I just hold both, so it doesn't really matter to me which one is going to outperform the other. They're both good on their own. Right? In the same sense that I think XRP is really amazing in their own aspect, I think XRP is less good as a store of value than Bitcoin, But XCP is way better for valuing or transferring value, as an example, purely because it's even cheaper, more cost efficient in any way, shape, or form, a lot quicker, most importantly. Then again, if you guys realize those gas fees on Ethereum, it's ridiculous, right? So yeah, XRP is definitely better for payments in every way, shape, or form, I think. Then, Shiba Inu, now accepted for booking supercars such as Lamborghini and Ferrari. I'm probably never going to utilize this, but they're going through one payment provider, Travala here, or at least it's not the payment provider, it's like the booking website, right? If you could drive any car in the world, what would it be? Sheep token fans, and then a lot of coins. Book yourself a supercar experience with Shiba via Travala/activities, which is, I think, rather interesting. Again, probably never going to use this whatsoever, but the fact that it's possible is a very big use case for Shiba. And yeah, I'm just pretty excited, I guess, to see these sorts of things come up. I don't know. If you're a Shiba holder, this is pretty exciting, even though I'm not the biggest of holders anymore. It's just something I thought I should quickly mention. And then BNB Chain, basically BNB, right, has a new technical roadmap, and it claims to handle double the daily transactions of Ethereum. So they're basically going to come at it. There was apparently on the May 31st a little chain revelation summit where they explained a new technical roadmap for BNB, and they want to get some massive expansion going, which I think is rather interesting. Now, what the details of this are going to be, we'll talk about later as more information kind of gets out there and becomes more important. But just know for now, they're planning some massive expansion, and we're going to watch this unfold, which I think is interesting. And then regarding Terra, a lot of you guys have been asking me that. I don't have any real crucial updates or so as of this point. There's nothing which I think is that important that it needs coverage on a daily basis. It's mostly talk about who exactly caused what the thought processes were, if he was really a big scammer from the get-go, or if he was planning this all out, or if it was all an accident, how it's going to recover from here on forward. But I think we should make separate videos on Terra, just kind of going in depth every couple of days or so. There's a lot going on, but none of it is that relevant to the price, because it's all like, well, he might have messed up this, or he might have messed up that. Well, too bad now. Or people that lost millions of dollars didn't get a lot of money. Well, too bad. Sucks for you. What exactly is going to change, right? So I'm kind of hesitant to cover more of the Terra news unless you guys really want it. If you do, make sure you just press the like button and let me know down below. And I think that was actually it for this little update here. I'll probably just this is just like a little testing video with the music a little bit. I'm going to see what you guys respond to with the sound, how good it was, or if we should just do one song instead of a couple of different ones circulating. I'll turn it off right now and just kind of talk to you guys at the end here. But yeah, I'm trying it out because I hear it in a lot of other videos. I'm like, wow, that sounds so nice. But then when I try it myself, it sounds so garbage. So I thought, let's try it again. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'll get you guys on the flip side. I'll catch you guys on the flip side pretty soon again in another crypto video.